When we think about African Americans in Savannah and our relationship to the land, it makes me go all the way back to slavery. As we're assembled here in this building, built by those who were enslaved in 1859. So it makes me go back to the land. The land produced wealth. We understand how much we need the land, how much we need air, how much we need water, and it needs to be clean. It needs to be that can help us to thrive, to survive, to be whole. One of the reasons that it may appear that African Americans are not concerned about the environment is because the issues that we're talking about with the environment, we don't have any control over. Whatever you can do individually, whatever you can do with your family, whatever you can do with your church congregation, whatever you can do with anybody, talk about the importance of doing your little bit that you can do.
Some people like they'll be $500, $900. They got child care, they got daycare, they got water.
Oh, well, you might have to cut down on some groceries, things like that.
More resources will help the community, especially the low-income communities that cannot afford, other resources, because it's like a lot of people don't have transportation and it means to get to where they need to go.
I feel like I am working to pay bills. I work 2 full-time jobs, but I really don't have enough to cover utility bills. It's a heart-wrenching issue.
Climate change affects everyone. If you are human and you are on the planet, you are affected by climate change.
Quite frankly, what we do is a culture beacon for the rest of the nation. So once we are seen as being 100% behind, then everyone else is going to follow who's not already following.
We need to come up with creative ways to present information about climate change, the reality of climate change and how it impacts an everyday family.
The 100% Savannah Plan is our roadmap to the city's clean energy goals, which are 100% renewable electricity by 2035 community-wide and 100% renewable energy for all other energy needs by 2050.
We came together with community members, brought a lot of folks from diverse backgrounds together to focus on very specific areas around energy, people in the community, the environment, and then our economy and how we thrive together.
The impetus for the resolution and the clean energy goals was a group of citizens and nonprofits that were pushing in a council election for clean energy to be central to their platform.
It's really our acknowledgement as a coastal community that we are on some of the front lines of climate change impacts.
We are doing what we can to make the impacts less in the future and to make us more adapted to it now.
We know that a lot of working class families really struggle to pay their energy bill every month, and that it can be a huge percentage of their household income.
Many communities in Savannah pay 8, 10, 12, even 15 or 20% of their income on utilities. So this plan will have programs to help you reduce that energy burden. We may direct you to programs that you're already paying for on your electric bill from Georgia Power that will do this work for free, or we may direct you to local workers in our community like Edward Gresham who are doing this work.
In this community we have a number of homes, old homes, that really need some attention and care. And the people who have either inherited those homes or are still living in those homes but bought them may not have the funds to really upgrade the property. Being able to reduce your everyday bills, right, your monthly bills, to a point where you can maybe save some more. We have an opportunity to employ people, right, in green energy, in the green energy field, in the green field, green construction field, right? So I had the opportunity to weatherize my mother's house. That her bill dropped by 50%. That's a huge amount of savings. I remember when I was growing up, we had $600, $700 gas bills in which we couldn't pay them. We had to go without hot water. That means that we had to warm up the hot water in the microwave, pour it in the sink to take baths. When you learn these type of skills, you can start to impact not only your own family, but your community.
There's so many disparities in our community, and there's so many things that negatively impact African Americans. Let's understand what's going on around us. Let's understand what people are putting in our community. Let's understand what's happening in the air. Let's understand what we're bringing into our home. Let's understand what we're putting in our bodies. Let's understand what's happening all around us so that our children's children can have a good life in Savannah. We need to be intentional about educating people. And we don't just need to educate the top tier of the community. We need to find a way to educate the average citizen. We need to find a way to educate the single mom. We need to find a way to educate our children. So we need to educate.
We all want the same thing. I've never met a person who did not want clean water, clean air, clean food. And I know that that's something that is the same across the board in every community. No matter where you are in the coastal community, we all want to build resiliency. We all want a more sustainable future. We want to leave a better legacy for the next generation coming behind us. Start now, start preparing now, start educating yourself right now on what you can do to make yourself more resilient when it comes to environmental justice, and be prepared to speak up and say something about that.
The average person can take tiny steps and then lead to bigger steps. There are generations scheduled to come after you. And for what you don't take care of now, those generations coming after you will not be able to partake or participate in a lot of things that you enjoy in this life.
The reason why I'm so excited about the 100% plan is that for once, it gives us an opportunity to do something significant about our future today. The most precious natural asset we have is our environment. And so this means that the city of Savannah is taking very definite steps in being able to deal with that. Most importantly, as we move forward, the economic part means we also have to look forward in terms of equity and making sure that the least of those people who cannot afford that. I mean, it doesn't make difference to have a great movement if everybody can't move.
Psalms 24.
Psalm 24:1, the earth is the Lord's.
The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
When we think about that, it's really not our world, but God allows us to live in it.
Everything in the earth belongs to God, and God gave man stewardship over it.
We sometimes get it twisted. We want to think that He gave us ownership of.
Whatever set of circumstances we were dealt, we found a way to overcome them. And that's a part of Savannah's story.